Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. What I'm about to show you is absolutely bombshell. I'm about to reveal a video clip of Steve Bannon, who is the former chief strategist to the President of the United States, that is Donald Trump, as well as the executive chairman to Breitbart News. Now what you are about to see is a video clip of him admitting something that is going to happen in 2019. And I have to say, I 100% agree. But before I do, think what you want about President Trump, but the man is a real patriot. Recently, he went to the Far East and rebooted the war on terror. In addition to that, he stood in the gap between America and North Korea, a tyrannical dictator, and eased the waters between the two countries. Now, he's even done things such as remove the USA from the terrible Trans-Pacific Partnership, something that could have ripped the guts out of the USA. And not only that, but he refused to sign on with the Immigration Compact. Even today and even now, he's building up and increasing security at our borders and doing everything he can to get us more secure in the country. Now, the folks at Noble Gold know what President Trump is doing. This is why they've created a coin commemorating the President of the United States. Check this out. On this coin, which is 0.999% silver, it has the President's image on the front of the coin, and it lists him as the 45th President of the United States of America. On the back, it has a list of his accomplishments, and it states, first major tax reform in 30 years, unemployment rate lowest in 18 years, jobless claims lowest since 1973, and Dow Jones the highest in history. These are some pretty important feats. Now, I want to encourage you, go to TrumpCoin2020.com and get this coin today, because right now it's not only available in silver, but also gold, 24 karat gold that is. And using the link at TrumpCoin2020.com, you can get $100 off the gold coin using the code LISA, or $5 off the silver coin using the code LISA. Today is the day to act, because these coins are absolutely going to be memorabilia and worth something major in the future. Anyhow, back to the report. So here's what Steve Bannon had to say on Face the Nation. Take a listen.
I think the next 90 days to 4 months is going to be a real meat grinder. I mean, the pressure on the president is coming from many different angles. I think you've already seen it from what the Democrats, some of these reports they've been dropping here without telling anybody. I think that now that they control the House, they can weaponize this. They can weaponize the Mueller report. I think that 2019 is going to be the most vitriolic year in American politics since before the Civil War. And I include Vietnam in that. I think we're in for a very nasty 2019.
I can't say that I disagree with Mr. Bannon. He says very explicitly that it's going to be a very nasty year in 2019, politically speaking, and that we're going to be going through a meat grinder. And that if we thought prior years were anything hard, this one is going to be one of the worst since the Civil War. Why does he say things like that? Well, check this article out. This is from Bloomberg.com talking about Mueller's report. Mueller's final report will ignite an epic war over disclosure. It goes on to state, when special counsel Robert Mueller closes up shop and submits his long-awaited final report, possibly within days, it will be only the start of an explosive chain of events. There will be a struggle in Congress, on cable TV and social media, and probably in the courts over how much must be disclosed from what will begin as a secret report to Attorney General William Barr. There also will be an epic political fight over whether the findings implicate President Donald Trump in wrongdoing that may even merit his impeachment, as some Democrats say, or clear him after 21-month investigation that he and other Republicans will call a witch hunt. In other words, the battle against the President of the United States is going to embolden. The truth is, they've been under the attack with President Trump since he became president. The attacks have never stopped. From one lie to another lie to another lie, from Stormy Daniels to Russia to Moscow to all kinds of things that they keep throwing and adding to the president to make him look like an evil dictator. Well, the truth of the matter is, people are starting to wake up to the media's lies. And we're starting to see the real truth that President Trump is attempting to help America, all while the Democrats are attempting to tear it apart and attempting to remove a president of the United States simply because he is someone who wants to build up America rather than someone who wants to build up globalism. So this is why I agree with Steve Bannon that yes, 2019 is going to be a very vitriolic year. And it's not just because of Mueller's report. Check this out. This is on Reuters.com. U.S. House panel launches probe into possible obstruction of Trump. It goes on to state committee chairman Jared Nader told ABC's This Week the panel wanted documents from the DOJ, the president's son, and Trump Organization chief financial officer, among others. We are going to initiate investigations into abuses of power, into corruption, and into obstruction of justice, he said. It's our job to protect the rule of law. It's very clear that the president obstructed justice, he said. It was too soon to consider whether impeachment should be pursued. However, before you impeach somebody, you have to persuade the American public that it ought to happen. The objective of the Democratic Party is clear. What is that objective? They want to take out the president. They want to take out any mentality of nationalism. They want to censor their opposition. And in their own words, Democrats are not even allowed to vote with the Republicans in the meantime. Check this out. This is from Politico.com. This is not a day at the beach. Pelosi tells moderate Democrats to stop voting with the GOP. In other words, if you're a Democrat candidate, then you are not allowed to vote Republican or anything that the Republicans vote for. What is Nancy saying here? Are you implying some kind of civil war there, Nancy? Are you implying on dividing the two parties 100% where one can't vote with something the other maybe agrees with? Are you telling the Democratic candidates underneath you, Miss Pelosi, House Leader, is this what you're telling them? That they cannot go and say their state or their community and their unit of people that are underneath them that tell them how to vote, that they can't vote with how the people in their community tell them to vote, that they have to follow the directives under the Democratic Party line, no matter how bad they are? Is that what you're saying, Nancy Pelosi? Because that's exactly the words that came out of your mouth. And again, I ask the question, is she attempting to start a civil war? Think about what Maxine Waters has done over the years. She told her own constituents, if you see Trump supporters or if you see anybody in the Trump administration, don't serve them at your restaurants. This is, again, inciting a civil war. From members of Congress, I don't hear anyone from the Republican Party talking so violently. But yet, who are the ones getting censored? Let me say this. Want to know who's in charge? Then think of who you're not allowed to speak against. Those are the people in charge. The Democrats can't say anything bad. They remove you off air. Big tech can't say anything bad. Social justice warriors can't say anything bad. You now know who is in charge of America and pulling the strings, which brings me back to why I believe Steve Bannon said this is going to be one nasty year. And I have to agree. And we're just in the beginning throes. Anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Please leave them below. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.